Mic check, mic check. What's kicking, family? I'm glad you've clicked in so I can check in with you. I'm Mr. Batch, and these are the NFL picks for Week 10 of the 2013 season. Last week, I didn't do so good. I went 7 out of 13 of the contests. This week, we have 4 home dogs, and also there's 4 division matchups for this Week 10 of the NFL season. Mr. Batch continues. Now, bye week. Browns, Chiefs, Patriots, Jets. Thursday night, Washington at home versus the Vikings. Washington coming off of a win in overtime. They're at 3-5. Vikings took another loss. They're 1-7. The last win they had was overseas. They haven't even won here in the United States. I don't even know how long Leslie Frazier is going to last as head coach of the Vikings. I've got Washington. Now the Sunday games. Giants at home versus the Raiders. Giants coming off a bye, sitting at 2-6. Raiders took a big-time loss, being torched for 7 touchdowns through the air in their last contest. They're sitting at 3-5. I've got the Giants over the Raiders. I should have been drinking. I need an adult beverage right about now. Giants over the Raiders. Mr. Batch continues. Titans, Jaguars, an AFC South tilt. Titans at 4-4 coming off of a win. Jaguars are 0-8 coming off a bye. Man, that team is in such disarray. They need to fire the head coach, bring in Tim Tebow. But then again, there's a couple of teams that could use his services. I've got the Titans over the Jaguars. Packers, Eagles. Oh, man. Packers sitting at 5-3 in the NFC North just took L last night to the Bears. And they're taking on the Eagles, who had coming off a big-time win against the Raiders. They're on the road. They're sitting at 4-5 in the NFC East. I've got the Packers over the Eagles. Steelers, Bills. All right. Steelers are looking, wow, pretty bad at 2-6 coming off of a loss. And the Bills are down to their third string quarterback. They took an L. They're at 3-6. Steelers over the Bills. Colts, Rams. Colts are looking pretty good, man, coming out of the AFC South, sitting atop at 6-2. And the Rams, where they're going? Are they going to pack it in? They're at 3-6, and they just came off of a loss. Maybe Tebow can run that team. I've got the Colts over the Rams. Seahawks, Falcons. All right, Seahawks sitting atop the NFC West at 8-1. And my surprise, who's been going downhill, is the Falcons sitting at 2-6 in the NFC South. And the Falcons just took a L last week. Seahawks coming off a win. I got the Seahawks. Bengals, Ravens. Yes, an AFC North matchup. Bengals 6-3. Ravens at 3-5. Both teams have taken L's in their last contest. I'm taking the Ravens at home over the Bengals. Bears, Lions. Yes, another division matchup. The NFC North division, as Boomer would call it. Okay, Bears sitting at 5-3. Lions sitting at 5-3. Lions coming off of a bye. Bears just coming off of a win over the Packers and beating up Aaron Rodgers. I've got Megatron and the Lions over the Bears. 49ers, Panthers. 49ers coming off a bye. Panthers coming off a win. Panthers sitting at 5-3. The 49ers 6-2. I got the 49ers. Cards, Texans. Cardinals have a bye and they're sitting at 3-6. Texans just coming off a loss, sitting at 2-5. I had much higher expectations for the Texans to go to the playoffs, but things look kind of dismal. But I'm taking the Texans at home. No, Texans on the road versus the Cardinals. Texans over the Cardinals. Broncos, Chargers. Yes, that's an AFC West matchup. Broncos coming off a bye, 7-1. And with the Chargers coming off of a loss, sitting at 4-5. Chargers desperately need this, but it's not going to happen. I've got the Broncos. Saints, Cowboys. Whoa, what a matchup. Saints just took an L, and they're at 6-2, sitting atop the NFC South, and the Cowboys are 5-4, coming off a win, sitting atop of the NFC East. I don't think the Saints are going to take 2 losses in a row. I got the Saints over the Cowboys at home. And on the Monday night game, we've got Dolphins Buccaneers. Man, couldn't they flex that game out? Who wants to see the 0-8 Buccaneers? And the Dolphins got some issues in their locker room with some bullying. But in any event, that's besides the point when it comes to football inside of that rectangle for a field. I've got the Dolphins over the Buccaneers, and I don't know how long Shiano's going to last. Yo, I'm Mr. Batch. That's my NFL Week 10 picks for the 2013 season. I'm out of here like I stole something. Peace.